Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. That's as high as I can count. It's just a 3. Uh-oh, what'd we break? Boots, what'd you break? Everything is okay. Don't eat the mic. Boots. Do you remember how pens work? Do you remember how pens work? Mostly? Okay. That's exactly it. The pointy end goes in the other person. That's correct. Well, but if you twist, it's round. It won't do anything. Oh, okay. Ah, there we go. BT, when did you get transformed into a speaker stand? Is that your alt Sona? Is BT the speaker stand? Just making sure. Oh, what'd you do? Did you break the thing? What do you need? We got a pen right here. And it works. A sheet of paper to write on? Here, you can write on this. You can write on this if you want. Yeah, write on that. It's just a scrap one. Shh, secret laptop. Can't know. Really? Is that how that works? Yeah, it just makes it. Shh, y'all have to keep the secret. Shh. Don't tell anyone. Boots, are you just drawing over there? I'm loving the fan blowing here. It's giving you a very windswept look. You're getting that whole supermodel windswept look. That's good. Conditioner is good. It's good. Very important. Very important. Did you figure it out, Boots? Mostly? Okay, good. Would you like me to open your water for you? Okay, here, hold on one second. Put this down. I'm helping. Yeah, actually, you probably will not. I'm going to put it over here, where you can't reach it. You good? You good? Oh, okay, good. Good. You may want to put your phone or something on top of that piece of paper so it doesn't blow away. I mean, people will auction it off for like millions if they find it. Perfect. Yeah, we'll pass the one over. I'm not going to make that joke. We're moderately okay.
How many lights do you see?
There are 4 lights. Yes. Someone got it.
All of them.
I'm going to go for that too.
69.
Nine. Kind of stand out.
Yeah.
What are these things that not like the other?
Good evening, everyone. How are you doing tonight? Well, you sound feisty and ready to go. I want to welcome all of you to the CanFURence 2019 live show. I am BT, your host, and tonight we have 8 amazing acts ready to wow you on this stage tonight. So to kick things off, well, on the right foot, I would love to introduce our first act, Fluffs.
No pressure.
All right. So, let's see what our judges think about your amazing performance, Boop. We're going to start with Purple Haze.
Hello, everyone. Hi, how are you doing? Are you a little tired? You were pretty bouncy up there. I just wanted to know, let you know, you had really good use of the stage. You did use both sides of it. I'd like to see a little more front to back. I understand the stage is a little small, so that's troublesome. I understand that. And the only other thing is you did a lot of moves on the stage. You were a little too low. Maybe getting a little higher might help to interact with a little more of the audience. They might be able to get in. But other than that, it was really good. Thank you.
All right, Spiro.
Really enjoyed the your dance routine, and you made great gestures so that I know it's difficult in a fursuit to make it seem, and a good job.
And Boots.
Hey, Fluffs, how you doing? Fellow Orange, hey, good stuff. So one of the things, again, good energy. I know, firsthand, suiting, uses a lot. It's very hard to keep up the intensity. So you started off with some good energy, and that carried through the entire performance. So that was great. Good use of the stage. Again, the forward, backward, well, it's very limited, so you made use of what you had, and that was good. I like that you kind of engaged the audience all across. You didn't just focus on the center, you went to the sides, that was good too. Some things I would have liked to have seen, again, I realize as a suitor it's very difficult to keep this up throughout, but more big movements. You started to incorporate more towards the end of the performance, but towards the beginning, there was a lot of smaller movements, and those don't register quite as well when you're in suit. Towards the end, you did have much more larger ones. Use your full body in your performance, right? And that'll bring it up a level.
Awesome. Let's give another big round of applause to Fluffies. Because I'm a Boop, thank you. So you're probably wondering why I have 3 people sitting in front of the table here. And who are these people? Well, they're, of course, my judges, my critics, and people who I've worked with through the fandom.
I'm criticizing you. Right.
I'm always criticized, I know, it's okay.
I'm judging you.
Because I'm feline.
Yeah.
I figured as much. So, we have Purple Haze. He is the live show's main judge, a head judge. Purple Haze has helped me as a stage manager for the Infernal Equinox Masquerade, and helped me with scripting for the Masquerade, for this Masquerade, and of course, head judge for the CanFURence live show.
Hey. Hello, everyone.
So he kind of knows what's going on.
I've been through this 1 or 2, 3, or 3 or 4 or 5
Or
or 6
5,
times
6.
before.
I lost track. Sitting beside Purple Haze, we have my resident protagonist, Spiro. Spiro is my co-host for the Infernal Equinox Masquerade. If anyone's seen that show, bane of my existence. Loves to bug me, loves to pull pranks. So glad to have you on board, Spiro. Woo. And of course we have Boots. Now Boots won the live show last year here at CanFURence, and of course he also won the 2018 Infernal Equinox Masquerade. So hopefully Boots knows what's going on and what it's like to be up on stage and to be in front of everyone and putting on a great show. So thank you all for being here. Thank you judges for coming out and helping us out. I do really appreciate that.
It's our pleasure.
Yeah. So you know what? Let's not listen to me talk anymore, and let me introduce our next act. Please welcome to the stage the comedic stylings of Dr. Softball.
Okay, good. Oh, again, you didn't want to find out why I'm called Dr. Softball. Okay, hello everyone. Hello, I'm Dr. Softballs, and as you can see, I'm a fursuiter. And yeah, yes, that's the same introduction I had at Vernal Equinox. And at Vernal Equinox, both Cobalt and Pepper said that I would be much funnier if I didn't wear my fursuit head. Well, okay. Is that better? Oh, you probably want to see my face, right? Okay. I'll show my face, but for those who don't want to see the magic ruined, I'll give you a countdown from 3. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, he's an old guy. I prefer the term middle-aged man. Thank you very much. Isn't that right, Waro? I used to have dark brown hair until I turned 23. And then my sister had a baby. You wouldn't believe how fast your hair turns gray when you find out you're going to be an uncle. Like, when you were young, do you remember ever having an uncle or an aunt who didn't have gray or white hair? Do you remember actually having an uncle who still had a full head of hair? Also, when I was young, I had so many cousins, I couldn't remember half their names. And those were just in my age group. Do you know how embarrassing that is, playing Simon Says? Sorry, I don't remember your name. I didn't say Simon Says. I do have good news. No one up to now has called me Jason. But now I'm afraid that someone's going to come up to me someday and say, "You lied to me!" Also, since my fursuit is getting a bit more complex, I'm starting to get afraid that people are actually going to believe that I'm a real doctor. You know what? That actually happened. Luckily, I know first aid. Okay, thinking about that, to all your fursuiters, have you ever done this? Go to your neighborhood park or to a local event in your fursuit? Isn't that fun? I went to the Ottawa annual 5-kilometer walk to stop ALS in my lots of people went. Good. And I went over in my fursuit, and I was watching all these little kids look at me with those big eyes and saying, "Look, Mommy, a wolf!" Biology lesson, kid. Wolves don't have fluffy tails. Go back to preschool. And I did complete the 5-kilometer walk in my fursuit. Didn't I overheat? Nah. I didn't keep my mouth shut for the whole walk, so I was fine. Oh, and in case you're wondering, the sister who had a baby is not the one who said I was going to get beat up and left for dead. Just so you know. Okay. Another thing, if you want to win your Halloween office party costume contest, it's very easy. Just go in your fursuit. You'll win hands down. Well, unless there's another furry in your group who decides to do the same thing. Then it turns into something out of World Wrestling Entertainment. Fluffy just grabbed Cyclops with an arm lock. And he's dragging him. Oh no, not the coffee machines. Oh, that's going to leave a mark. And have you ever done this? Go trick-or-treating in your fursuit. I didn't know there was a thing until last year when I was asked to go begging for candy around Algonquin College. That's in West Ottawa, for those who don't know. I lived in the country. I was born in the country. We didn't have many neighbors, so I never went trick-or-treating. So this was my first time. And I was really surprised that people were actually giving us candy. I want candy. Doot, doot, doot. I want candy. Well, 2 tops kept popping in my head. 1, You do know we're adults, right? 2, we're going to go to jail. Luckily, we got the McDonald's safe and sound. Okay, I think I've bored you enough, so I think I will leave you now. Thank you very much.
All right. Let's find out what our lovely judges thought. Boots, I'm going to put you up on the stage.
Okay. Oh, wait.
I'm just joking. I know you were panicking because you weren't prepared and all that. Like,
Oh God, yeah, I didn't do my homework this year. Sorry. So that was good. That was good. So definitely an improvement over FE's performance. I like that you're engaging the audience, particularly with your introduction. You're introducing yourself. You're getting the audience involved. The physical comedy element was good. I liked your timing. I don't know if everybody saw the FE performance, but your timing this time around is much better. Generally, I feel like when you're doing comedy, you want a comedic beat at least planned for maybe every 5 to 10 seconds. It's not always going to land, but that's roughly what you want to aim for. Most of it was good. I think towards the end it dragged in parts, and that's just something to try to tighten up a bit. But otherwise, that was good. Also, if you could try to incorporate more of the stage space, particularly when you are engaging with the audience. Make sure you're not just focusing on us, the judges in the front, but also the audience to the sides. You know, you've got a lot of horizontal room. Use that. Do some pacing. Use some movement if you can. That does add to the dynamicness of the performance. But otherwise, yeah, it is an improvement.
Yeah, thank you very much.
As always, it's great to see your original material. And as Boot said, the only criticism I have is I'd like to see you use more of the stage. But other than that, great show.
Thank you.
Hi. Uh-oh. Yeah, as someone else with gray hair and no hair, I understand being an uncle, trust me. Thank you. That feels so nice. So I really love the opening joke with the head. That was absolutely that was killer. I really like that. Like Boot said, the pacing at the end can just tighten that up just a little bit, and you'll definitely have just a really good solid 5 at that point.
Okay, thank you very much.
let's give another huge round of applause for Dr. Southpaw. You know, it's funny because I was called a zebra once when I was out in public. But I didn't know, I was like, what? I don't get it. That is a shame, that's a tragedy. It's like, when someone misidentifies you for somebody, like, what? You get so offended, I have no idea why. It's like, but you know, it's cool. All right, how are you guys enjoying the show so far? Yeah? You want to see more? Yeah, oh, I was so enthused. You know. All right, coming up next, we have the vocals and ukulele stylings of Jinko.
Hi. How you guys doing? How's the con so far? Yeah, we love some local appreciation. Oh my gosh. So this is actually my first CanFURence, and although this is not a part of my act because my microphones aren't set up, I have to say this is a really nice con. I really enjoyed talking to so many people. It's so fun. You guys are the best. We love Canada. And I'm from Canada, so I do love Canada. Also, shout out à tous mes Québécois. Je vous aime. Yeah! Loi 101, tabarnak! Indépendant! Ouais, fait que, ben, je me fais emprisonner.
Tu restes temporaire.
So I'm being imprisoned. That's great. We love that. guys hear me enough? Is that good? Yeah? Alright, so just curious, have you guys watched season 3 of Stranger Things? Yeah! It's a great show, right? Well, I really like it, so I thought I would play a little song for you guys. I have 2 songs that are Stranger Things themed. So, here we go. Alright! And secondly, the song that everyone who has seen season 3 is thinking about. Yes, you are right. That is the song. Turn around, look at what you see in her face, the mirror of your dreams. Make believe I'm everywhere, given in the lines, written on the pages is the answer to a never-ending story. Reach the stars, fly a fantasy, dream the dream, and what you see will be rhymes that keep their secrets will unfold behind the clouds, and there upon the rainbow is the answer to a never-ending story. I actually do have a little bit of more time, so I do really enjoy singing, although I can't see my ukulele at all, so it's a little bit hard for me to play. But I'd like to sing one more song for you. That one is not Stranger Things theme. I think you guys have had enough of that, but here's another one. It's really short, though, because I don't have much time. Hit the road, Jack, and don't come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, don't come back no more. Oh woman, don't you treat me this way. I'll be back on my feet someday. Well, I guess if you say so, I have to pack my things and go. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more. Come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Thank you so much, CanFURence. And I think it's time to release me now. Can I be released? That's my girl. Yes. We love a supportive dad friend. I was gonna say dad. You're not my dad. You're not my dad. I didn't say that. That's like that awkward moment when you call your teacher mom. Like, that's what I want to say. Oh, the boss? No, I don't even want to think about that.
I did it.
No, you did not.
Almost.
I feel for you. I really do. I'm still here. Help me. I'm dying. I can't get up. I'm falling and I can't get up. Thank you, BT. You're my savior. Ah, yes.
There we go. We'll free you from your cage.
Yay, you're free.
Awesome. All right, let's see what the judges thought.
Hello.
Hi.
So first off, I love your interaction with the audience. That was absolutely wonderful while they were setting up to sort of draw us all in and get us ready to go and everything for a wonderful performance, truly. The timbre in your voice is incredible. It is so good. I'm not even joking. It was wonderful. You hit those notes perfectly in the Neverending Story. Those really, really lovely ringing notes that sort of come in. That was really good. Your nerves got you a little, I think, and you forgot it a little bit there.
A little bit.
at one
Actually,
point.
I've learned it like 2 days ago.
You learned it 2 days ago. Okay, so that happened. But you recovered really fast. You didn't let it stop you. You didn't let it slow you down, and then you came right forward to come in with one more song to sort of get to let us all enjoy your voice a little bit more. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Oh my gosh.
I loved your choice of songs. It's actually quite a pleasure to listen to you sing. And your choice of the Neverending Story, you touched my childhood with that one.
We love that. Don't touch kids though. Don't touch them.
Oh dear. Oh my gosh. As someone who's deceptively ancient, the song choice was fantastic. It's one of my favorites, so good pick. Your voice is fantastic. Again, speaking as someone who does a lot of vocalization in Suit, I appreciated the clarity that you were coming through with. It's really hard to come through clearly without eating the mic. But you had it out and it sounded great. So your voice is good, your singing voice is good, but the most important part is that it came through very clearly. I like that you're playing in Suit because that's difficult. You can't see what you're doing. You're playing purely by muscle memory, by feel. You did make one mistake there where you kind of stopped.
I did.
But it happens. It happens. It doesn't, don't worry about it too much. It does happen. But try in the future, try not to let it stop you, but just to try to move on because most of the time, 90% of the audience will not notice that. But when you do a clear stop like that, I know you're doing it to reset, and that's good because you didn't let it end the performance, but it does make it more noticeable. So if you can just kind of roll with it instead, most people won't notice. Other than that, everything was excellent.
Well, thank you very much. So nice. Well, thank you guys so much, CanFURence.
Let's give another huge round of applause for Jinko. All right. Up next, we got another amazing dance routine for you. Please, God, help me introduce to the stage, Rogue.
We can do it all night.
I think you lost your hat. All right, let's see what the judges thought about your wonderful performance.
Oh god! Oh gosh! You're just, oh my god! I love your look. It's fantastic. You're on theme with the con. It goes well with the song. The song choice is perfect. I love the fact that you got the audience recognition from the little opening ditty. So that was awesome. It was the movement was good. Okay, even with the subtle hand motions, they're very exaggerated. They show up very well. It's a good visual register. Could use a bit more of the horizontal space. You are using about half the stage, but you're kind of neglecting your left half. So try to use a bit more of that space. But otherwise, things were really good. I did enjoy it. I especially like, the towards the end where you really kind of picked up the energy there. That was really good.
Hi, Spiro.
Hi. Hi. My comments are pretty much the same as Boots. You made a good use of the stage, although I'd like to see a little bit more on the other side, but loved your interaction with the audience during your performance as well. Well done.
Hello. I wanted to say, yeah, you did. You could have used a little more of the stage. That's fine. You've heard that now 3 times. You don't need to hear that again. But what I really, really enjoyed was your use of levels. You did get down low. You did get up high. You were able to sort of create those levels, which really helps to engage people in your performance. When you're hitting some of those locks, hit them with a little harder. Hit them a little harder. They're like that, exactly. Hit them a little harder. If you're gonna hit that, hit it hard. Let people see that you're doing that. Other than that, absolutely wonderful. Great song choice, great use. Everything's perfect. Thank you.
All right, let's give a huge round of applause for Rogue. Got it? Okay. Making sure they got down the stairs. Okay. So up next, I would love to introduce to you the vocals of Cairo.
The feeling of power and drive, never have I felt so alive. Where does this feeling of power derive, making me know why I'm alive? Like the night is secret, sinister, dark, and unknown. I do not know what I seek, yet I'll seek it alone. I have a thirst that I cannot deprive, never have I felt so alive. There is no battle I couldn't survive. Feeling like this, feeling alive. Like the moon, an enigma, lost and alone in the night. Damned by some heavenly stigma, but blazing with light. It's the feeling of being alive, filled with evil but truly alive. It's the truth that cannot be denied. It's the feeling of being Edward Hyde. Oh, what's this? Sweet lips. I thought I'd lost you. Face, what bliss? Sweet lips. Your folly will cost you dear, my dear. You'll see. You'll never escape me. I'm here. I'm here. And you will pay here, my dear. Animals trapped behind bars that pursue me to run rapid and free. Predators live by the prey they consume. This time the predator's me. Lust like rage and desire fills my whole soul with its curse. Burning with primitive fire, berserk and a perverse. Tonight, I'll plunder heaven's light, steal from all the gods. Tonight, I'll take from all mankind, conquer all the odds, and I feel I'll live on forever with Satan himself by my side, and I'll show the world that tonight and forever the name to remember, the name Edward Hahn. What a feeling to be so alive! I have never seen me so alive! Such a feeling of evil inside. It's the feeling of being Edward Hahn! It's the feeling of being alive. There's a new world I see come alive. It's the feeling that can't be denied. It's the feeling of being Edward Hahn.
You're a big bad wolf, aren't you? Judges, what did you think about Kyle's performance?
Oh, that was suspenseful. That was wonderful. That evil laugh, though, I loved it. Good use of the stage. You really took command of it, and I really liked that. You went for the really big notes. They didn't quite get there on a couple, but you did get there eventually. Like you sort of brought it in. Maybe just take another deep breath, bring it in a little bit. It was wonderful, though. You did an absolutely amazing job. Oh, so good.
As always, great choice of a song, and yeah, you made great use of the stage, and you're entertaining as always. Always loved your show.
Yeah. One of the things that I always really appreciate about your performances is that they're always very theatrical. I love that, yes, you're doing a vocal number, but you're not just there, singing. Your entrance was part of the act. You're using the stage space. You've got the lighting going on as part of the act. It's all very dramatic, and I find that adds a very nice effect to everything. Audio-wise, again, this isn't really your fault. I just find with the mic setup that you've got some things sound a little muffled, but don't really know what can be done about that, because again, it's the way you don't want to be holding a mic, but because that will take away from the performance. But at the same time, it does come out a little muffled sometimes. But I mean, the fact that you're putting so much more into the performance, I feel it kind of overcomes that one limitation.
Well, let's give another huge round of applause for Cairo. So up next, we have someone who really knows how to make a guitar sing. Please welcome Anubis. All right. Told you he knew how to make a guitar sing.
Sorry, wait.
All right, Boots, what did you think about that performance?
Ah, well, I mean, well, first of all, I mean, you know I'm a fan because, you know, I love what you do. And I think we can tell that, you know, the audience enjoyed that one as well because the response was pretty positive. Yeah, what do you think? So again, performance-wise, you're flawless. The energy is there. You're using all your space. Everything sounded perfect from my end. Yeah, I loved it. It was great. I think the only real criticism I have, and this is not really on the performance itself, the song choice this time around didn't really feel like your usual level of energy, right? Your performance was great, but I feel like the song, I don't know, it didn't quite, it felt lower than your usual standard, but everything else completely perfect.
Oh, I was going for a more mysterious feel for the convention theme, so yeah.
I can respect that.
Personally, I enjoyed your choice of song, and wow, your energy just always astounds me. Every time I see you on stage, it seems like it's a second home to you. You don't seem to shy away from any of the movements or any of the interaction with the audience.
Thank you.
First of all, I love the showmanship. That entry was incredible. I really, really like that. The primal yell, I really, oh, so good. You owned that stage. That stage is now your property. So, sorry, BT, it's not yours anymore. The use of the stage was absolutely wonderful. I love every aspect of the performance. As someone who can barely play guitar, it's always an impressive feat when I see you playing it that well in your head and keeping that level of energy for just a consistently long performance. I don't really have too much negative to say because, like, if I wanted to be nitpicky, you missed one note. And
I know.
One note.
I know.
And that's it. I deducted you 1 point. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't deduct you. But I really enjoyed it. And I have to say something, like, this is just an aside. When you put your foot up on the monitor and you were headbanging, just even like the image of you and the shadow behind you, seeing those big ears moving in the shadow, phenomenal. It looked great. Wonderful performance. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll move this, everyone. Coming up next, we got an amazing dance performance that's going to bring all the furs to the yard. I present Milkshake.
Shadows fall over my heart. I black out the mood. I wait for you to come around. You got me dancing in the dark. I close my eyes, but I won't sleep tonight. Baby, you should come with me. I'll take you to the dark side. Me and you and me, do bad things in the nighttime. Baby, you should come with me, and we can kill a light with the light for the black out, with the light for the black out. Blackbird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything black, black heart, black keys.
All right. Our judges are busy writing things down, and
I got lost there in my writing for a second.
It's okay. Take your time.
No, okay. I loved your interpretation of the lyrics. That was absolutely wonderful to see you sort of hitting on things, the sleep, the other thing. It was absolutely beautiful. All black thing, love it, love it. The only criticism might be to hit the hits a little bigger and get the emotes a little bigger too. Just because of being an all black suit, it can sometimes sort of disappear. Although we caught the pink paw beans and absolutely loved it against the look. It looked really, really good. So, but wonderful. Thank you. I really, really loved it.
I really enjoyed your dance. You looked quite comfortable, and you you looked like you were having a lot of fun on stage. And in a lot of cases, that's what makes a great act, is when you feel comfortable and you enjoy what you're doing. Great job.
Oh my gosh, you're just, no, you're fantastic. Oh, you're so cute. Okay, I love your body movement. Your body movement is very good. They're very big, very exaggerated. It's easy to kind of pick up. Again, I was missing. I missed my mouth. As Purple was saying, again, because of coloration reasons, you do kind of wash out a bit, but the motions were big enough, so like I was able to pick those out, and my vision sucks right now. So there we go. I feel like the one big thing that I would have liked to see more is that you were kind of stationary. So if you can get into the use of again, you don't have a lot of forward-backward space, but you do have a lot of side-to-side, and make sure that you're engaging with the audience, not just here, but over in the wings as well, because they're watching the show too. But other than that, no, everything is good. Keep it up.
Thank you very much, Milkshake. Well, as I mentioned, we have 8 acts tonight, and sadly, we are on our last for the night. I know, eh? So, sorry? I don't know how to count, I'm a cat, come on. So, I would like to introduce our last act of the night. Please give a huge round of applause to Emmanuel.
Hi everyone. 1, 2, can you guys hear me? You can hear me, where am I? I'm at the back of the room. Hi, look over here. Hey everybody. Hi, I'm Emmanuel. I'm the head of AV department here, and before I go up onto the stage, I just wanted to say a massive, massive thank you to the whole AV team that's making this thing possible. Thank you to Keldar, and thank you to Dan Skunk, and thank you to Nevermore back here, and thank you so much to Waru Lion, who's also been helping us out. Of course, thanks to Zets, who's been acting as such a nice stagehand and everything, and as well as BT for hosting this, as always. It's so awesome to be a part of this here. Now, I get it, I'm head of AV. You guys probably don't want a staff member to be judged here, so maybe the judges don't want to formally include me in their voting or whatever complicated system I'm sure they're using. But I just realized I forgot to thank one of the staff members, and now I feel terrible because I know I have 6 staff. Oh yeah, Darky, that's right. And Darky, of course, last but definitely not least, has also been a huge part of everything. The 3 of them, actually, all 6 of us have been part of making this thing possible today. And the 3 of us have all decided, that we were giving us sort of equal share or whatever. No, I'm just kidding. It's just bad coordination. The 3 of the team were in the morning doing the rehearsal, and now the 3 of us are running the show, and really, all of us working together make this possible. I'm so happy to be able to do this for you. Why is my guitar not on, Dan? Okay, thanks to everyone except, yeah, I'm kidding. So, I just wanted to say that this extravaganza has been such a huge, huge pleasure for me to take a part in. And I'm so honored to be here in front of all you guys to be able to do this. This will cap off our show, I know, it's so sad. But hopefully I can make us all a little bit happier. If you know the words, you can sing along too. And Dan, you might want to turn my mic a little lower when I sing, because you get loud. I heard there was a secret chord, a day The minor fall to the major lift, the barefoot king composing hallelujah. 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 Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty in the moonlight overthrew ya. She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah. 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 I see your flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. What? You know, I decided to do this literally last minute, so bear with me here. Of course, I've seen the room, and I know this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. I've seen your flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah. There was a time when you let me know what's really going on below, but now you never show it to me, do you? Remember when I moved in you, the holy dove was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah. 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 Well, maybe there's a God above, but all I've ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew ya. And it's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
All right, how about that? I am. It's delicious. It tastes like metal. These are my jokes, that's why I'm not a comedian. Boots, what did you think about Emmanuel's lovely performance?
I'll just use BT's mic.
Oh, we good? Oh, okay, there we go. You need a minute?
I have no idea what's going on. I'm just going to pass the mic over to Emmanuel.
Yeah, you'd think that I'd be able to do something if I was the AV guy, but, you know, I'm not the one at the desk.
That's generally how things go. You know, when it's your job and everybody's looking, everything kind of falls apart. I am very familiar with this.
Things are scary.
Yeah. No, but so you mentioned this is like a last minute thing you threw together. This was great. It was beautiful, honestly. I loved it. It was really nice.
I literally decided to do this 15 minutes before the performance started.
It does not show.
Thank you for appreciating my unpreparedness.
Yeah. Again, the only issue, again, it's a last minute thing, but you did kind of stop there, and I realize it happens. Don't worry about it. But with more prep, that wouldn't have happened. It was great.
Thank you.
I'm not sure I should judge staff because I still want to see Sunday, but
Hi, everyone.
so that song is beautiful. It has always touched me every time I heard it. And as Booth said, I can't believe that this was a last minute choice. They were well done. My only criticism is, yes, you'd like to see it used more of the stage. But beyond that, I loved it.
See how long this cable is?
Yeah, it's not that long.
I wish I could use more of the stage too.
Oh, your mic's caught.
See what I mean?
So first of all, I want to say it's wonderful to see you spread the love to the rest of the staff before getting up here. If everyone can please give the whole staff who's been involved in this a big round of applause. They definitely deserve it.
An operation like this really doesn't happen without them.
Exactly. I posted a tweet earlier today showing an iceberg, and it shows what you see at the con and what actually has happened to make the con happen. And this is true, and you guys have done a lot of work and made this really incredible. I also wanted to say the interaction you had with the audience was lovely. Starting at the back and introducing yourself and introducing everyone and coming up, it was really wonderful to see that. It was a great use of actually the entire space as opposed to the stage. Your pitch is absolutely lovely. I like it. It's really, really good. You picked a legendarily difficult song. This is a song that was written by a legend. It's been sung by legends. And you did them justice today. Okay, you did a very good job. You got a little nervous, you got a little lost there, but I want you to know.
I literally hand wrote the lyrics right here in the back while the rest of the performances were happening and while I was managing the lights for all of this stuff.
Wow, that's multitasking beyond multitasking. So I just want to say thank you for coming up here and performing for us and really entertaining us.
Thank you so much. I hope you all enjoyed it too.
Well, while the judges finished telling up the scores, I myself would like to thank all the performers who took the time and the courage to come up here on stage and put on an amazing show for you. I also would like to thank the AV team who has been working tirelessly around the clock to make sure that this event, your nightly dances, and anything else that requires AV equipment is here running and supporting the con. It takes a lot of work, but it's a tiring job, and you know,
have you slept at all, by the way?
Me or them?
Yeah. No,
like
you.
Me.
You slept at all?
Maybe an hour or two.
I think
honestly,
that might make you...
everyone's like, oh, why are you getting sleep? Well, I'm up until 3 o'clock in the morning most nights, and then I'm first on the floor at 7 o'clock in the morning. So, being, someone who runs events and who's trying to make the con an amazing place is something that you do. You sacrifice a little bit of your time so that everyone is smiling and everyone's happy, and you know what? It's worth it. And everyone in the AV crew, everyone in security, everyone who works the convention, from registration to ops, we do this because we love you all. And it shows.
We love you too!
Stop trying to make things wash it up and working first. No. And also, what?
Forget to love yourself.
Oh.
You're amazing. You're awesome.
I am just me, but thank you. Also want to thank the judges for taking the time to coming out and helping us. I know taking the time and critiquing someone is hard. It really is. I myself despise doing it, but thank you very much for doing that.
Oh, you're welcome.
And of course, thank you for the audience. Without the audience participation, without you guys coming to see this show would be nothing.
Give
Without you
yourself a
coming
round
to
of
the-
applause.
You all deserve a round of applause. So at this time, I would love to invite all the performers back on stage while we announce the official winner of the 2019 live show.
I have the results here.
Yes, what?
Ooh.
It takes a little bit to come out, so. It's like herding cattle.
Your hat, your hat, your hat. Ah, it's coming up. There it goes.
There we go.
Yay, hat repair.
It's like Inspector Gadget hat, I swear.
Actually, that was very Inspector Gadget at that point, too. Waiting for a helicopter to come out.
So first of all, I would love for everyone to give these performers a round of applause for what they did tonight. And it is a privilege and honor to announce this year's live show winner. Can I get a drum roll? And the winner is Anubis. Congratulations, Anubis. Well-deserved, amazing performance. So just a note for tonight, we do have our photo booth open. If anyone who's still looking to get some Fursuit photos, it is open until 5 p.m. and then we'll reopen from 7 until 9 tonight. And I officially declare the live show over. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you all the performers. I just want to say thank you to all the performers for coming up here. It takes a lot of guts to stand up on this stage in front of everyone. It takes a lot of guts to stand up in front of 3 people and be judged. And I really, really, really want to thank you for what you've done. You've done a great job.
So we're gonna stream it on YouTube.